spent way too much time on this headless bastard, so let me try to help you out step by step with how to kill this guy. Now, let's get this out of the way. I suck at this game, and that's why you should follow my guide. If I can do it like this, so can you. Alright, let's go. First of all, I used some fire paper here, and you'll see me using some oil urns. They're inconsequential. They added almost nothing at all to my damage. Don't worry about them. You can completely ignore them, or use them if you feel like it. Whatever. I suggest not doing it, probably. It's probably just going to get you killed while you're trying to use it. Here I want to talk about spacing issues. He'll often rush towards you. You can just go toward him to force his attack, and he'll either do his stomp or his two-handed attack when you get close, and then he won't push you up against a wall. I don't know if you'll see me do that too many times, but I do it sometimes. Here's his basic smash attack. Now, you're about to see him do kind of a sweeping attack with his right arm that's up there. Now that is a great opportunity for you to dodge to the left and kind of get behind him. You can attack him there. I'd suggest not doing it because then he can follow that up. As you see him following up right there. What you're about to see next, you can see him raising his arm for, is one of his real basic two-handed slashes. He does one arm and then he does the other one. You can just go ahead and dodge straight through both of these. If you have the timing down, it's not too hard and you can get an attack in after that, but it's a little tough because you'll be under his legs often, so be careful. Even if you do get hit on the first one like I just did, go ahead and dodge the second one and still get a hit in to try to get a little bit of health back, because maintaining your health and keeping blood vials through this fight is real important. You know, I got hit a whole bunch, a little bit, and every bit of health really counted. What you're about to see here is one of his standard backwards jumps. This is a great opportunity for you to go ahead and heal up. He'll often also go into, as you'll see here, after his backwards jump, he'll put both of his hands down and he'll go ahead and shoot poison darts at you, or poison blood, whatever it may be. The best thing that you can do is go straight toward him and go ahead and do a charged R2. You can get a bunch of damage in. In fact, for this first half of the fight, that's how you should probably do the majority of your damage. It's real safe, real easy, real damage. This right here is his big two-handed overhead smash, and it's real important to understand that you need to get damage in after this. During the first stage, you can just go ahead and smash right into his fucking neck stump and get the damage in. And that's going to be also really important in stage 2, so don't be too scared of it. Some people suggest actually like going through his legs at that moment. I think it's horribly dangerous, and I think it's a bad idea. You can often get stuck on his legs, and you're just going to get crushed and die. I really suggest not doing it. Just stay in front of him and get some damage in. It's a good opportunity, and real easy. Now you're going to go ahead and see him going into stage 2. If you do notice him doing that, he'll often jump backwards to do it. If you're close enough, you can go ahead and get a couple shots in at that time. It's usually fairly safe, but it's not a big deal. If you want to, go ahead and go for it. Now see, that two-handed slash, two-handed smash, actually, is where you're going to get the majority of your damage here in the second stage. Now, you can see me make a lot of mistakes, but what you want to do is dodge to the right after his parasite attack and then get damage in. Here, if you see his arm going back, he can either do a jab sometimes a shoulder charge, or he can do now a sweeping attack. When you see his hand kind of squeeze, that's when you know you're going to need to dodge. And you can usually dodge forward into him and then get a fairly safe hit in at that point. What you're going to see here is what I like to call his Spaz attack. They're big, real big, brutal hits. The last hit here does have tracking, so be careful. It will track you and smash you, but if you stay just out of his range like I did there, you can usually go ahead and get a hit in on either an arm, head, shoulder fairly safely. His two-handed slash now becomes very dangerous because he can change up the combo in a multitude of ways. He can do one slash and then a parasite attack and then another slash, or he can do it in any number of ways. He can combo it into a 5-hit attack. He can stop it and start it again in the middle. It's real dangerous, so I would suggest just dodging it as much as possible, unlike in the first stage where you can go ahead and try to dodge both, or at least the second one, and go ahead and get some damage in. Just dodge every part of it. You see his Spaz attack here again. Go ahead and get some easy damage in afterwards. Spaz attack. If you're close enough, get some damage. Or go ahead and miss like I do because I suck. That's fine too. Not a big deal. Now this, you want to go ahead and just usually get away from as much as possible, because after he does that two-handed side attack, if you get to his side or behind him, he can also follow that up now with a parasite attack. It's real vicious. Watch out for it. For the most part, I would just go ahead and dodge that completely. Don't even try to get damage in at that point. Again, look for the hand squeeze at that point. Now what I want to show you is just a really good example of what you should be doing here. After his two-handed slam, he's going to try to hit you with his parasite, dodge to the right, and get a hit in. If you dodge to the left, there's a good chance he's going to stomp you with his foot right after your attack, and you're not going to be able to dodge it. So always go right and then attack. And that's how you're going to get the majority of your safe damage in. To the right, like that, go ahead and get a hit in. It's real safe, and you really want to be safe. You don't want to rush this second part of the fight. This is not one of the types of bosses where you just want to try to get him dead because he's going to one-shot you. Yes, he can one-shot you, but don't worry so much about it. Now what you're about to see is that you can hit his arm and stun him. You can maybe get one hit in after that. Don't get greedy, because as you see here, he can attack basically right after. So really don't get greedy. Do not get in front of him. Now here you're going to see one of his kind of rare attacks. He's going to do one of his two-handed slashes, and he's going to follow that with an elbow slam. So again, that's why I suggest in the second stage, his two-handed slash becomes really versatile. And I would just go ahead and suggest dodging it as much as possible. Stay out of its range. Just dodge, dodge, dodge. Do not try to get any hits in because you don't know how he's going to finish it. It's, as far as I know, impossible to tell. He doesn't telegraph at all a lot of the changes that he has to that. And there you go. That is step-by-step what to do about everything that he does. Or is it? There's one more thing that you never got to see here. During the second stage, he'll sometimes do... He'll get real low and he'll do 2 parasite attacks at the same time. One right after the other. And that will definitely cause poisoning, so go ahead and have something prepared for that just in case. And if you are to the right of it, you can go ahead and get some damage in at that time too. I just thought I'd mention that real quick, since you didn't get to see it in this fight. Good luck. That took me, honestly, like 70 goddamn tries. Hopefully it won't take you that many.